Good God. So good. Everybody ready? Follow me. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. You better get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and twist the juice. You better get up off of that thing and shake the juice. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. You better get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Ohio players, get into the sunshine. Check this out. I want you to get up off of that thing and dance the way you better. Get up off of that thing. Follow me. Get up off of that thing and dance with you better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that. Wait a minute. So funky. I need it.
That's a wonderful brother. That's a
I know it sounds good. It sounds good. Good, good.
Watch it. Watch it. Watch
Good
it.
job.
Watch it. Watch it. Look at that.
You sound good. Let me hear you say something. You feel good. You feel good. Do it to me. Good
Get
job.
up off of that thing.
I want the horns again.
Feel better.
Can I get the horns again? Play the band for me. Show 'em how funky you are. Play it, JB. Play it now. Play it. Get up off of that thing and dance the juice. You better. Get up off of that thing and dance the juice. Help me out. Get up off of that thing. Dance the juice. You better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. You better. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. Say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake the juice. You better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that.
Wrote a letter to the mayor, can you hear me out? Wanna talk on all the issues that I care about. Speak free, keep the peace when we say it loud. Meeting all my people at the city council. Pay attention so I know my rights. Education's gonna change the cycle. Volunteer, I can help a life. Communities, planting trees, recycle. If I'm just one person, will my voice even stand out? Can I make a difference if I don't even know how to change? I don't even know how to change. We don't even know how to change. I wanna know how to change. Information's all around. Go out and vote, cause I know it counts. Pound the pavement and act now. Make a statement and say it proud. Oh, from the street to the hill, join a campaign. Don't have to wait for someday just to have change. No, you're never too young to make a difference. You have the power to be an active citizen. If I'm just one person, will my voice even stand out? Can I make a difference if I don't even know how to change? I don't even know how to change. We don't even know how to change. I wanna know how to change. One day I'll be a leader. Believe that we the people. It's our choice, our voices matter. Make plans to one person, but my voice even stand out? Can I make a difference if I don't even know how to change? I don't even know how to change. We don't even know how to change. I wanna know how to change.
Good evening, everyone. I am so excited to have y'all here for our first ever teach-in. Happy Tuesday, GirlTREK sisters, and welcome to the first of many virtual advocacy teach-ins. My name is Haley Darby, and I'm excited to be walking with y'all this evening. If we haven't met yet, I serve as GirlTREK Senior Director of Advocacy and Partnerships here at GirlTREK, and I have the privilege of bringing GirlTREK's 10-point plan for joy and justice to life, along with all of y'all, with over 1 million Black women across the GirlTREK movement. This evening, we are kicking off our very first virtual advocacy teach-in with a few special guests who I'll introduce in a few minutes. But before we officially get started, y'all, I want you to grab your earbuds and lace up your sneakers if you haven't already. It's not too late to head out for your walk, whether you're on the West Coast, the Midwest, the South, or Eastern region. Head out for your walk as you listen to this teach-in. This is meant for you to walk and learn. And bonus points, if you have already downloaded the GirlTREK Underground app, I want you to take a minute and make sure you start your app so you can get in your 30 minutes and track it. As you're tracking your walk, if you haven't downloaded the app yet, you can click the link in the chat and download it for your next walk. But don't worry, a walk is a walk is a walk, and everything counts even if you don't have the app downloaded. So while you're headed out for your walk, y'all, I want to ground us in the reason why we're all here today. If you are new to the GirlTREK movement and a sister friend sent you to this link, welcome. We're so excited you are here, and we're excited to walk with you. If you're unfamiliar, GirlTREK is a sisterhood of 1 million Black women and girls committed to walking, talking, and solving problems together. We have women across the country walking in their neighborhoods to combat inactivity. We have women on the streets of DC and New Orleans walking together in what GirlTREK calls crews to combat the deadly impacts of isolation and the epidemic of loneliness, y'all. We are in this together. We're walking together to save our own lives. In addition to that, we try to combat injustice. So women across the country who have learned the way of healing and are now leading power-filled mini movements to combat systemic injustices that keep Black women from living and leading their healthiest, most fulfilled lives. As you may have heard in the membership meetings, on our GirlTREK emails, Walk, Talk, Solve is truly the name of the game here in these GirlTREK streets. So tonight, as we put one foot in front of the other, I want you to remember that you are not simply a part of a fitness movement. This is not just about fitness. It's so much more. We are literally part of transforming the very fabric of our communities, and it's starting right now, y'all. It's starting with us putting one foot in front of the other. So let's get into it. I'm going to share a little bit more about why we're here. And as I mentioned before, we have a few special guests to help us learn on this journey. So, a little bit of background about me. If you've gone on a walk with me over the past year, you would know that I am back in school and I'm on a complete learning journey. Shout out to all the sociology girls. Anywho, not only am I on a learning journey in my personal life, I'm also on a learning journey in my professional life. And I have the privilege of bringing y'all in on that journey as well through the series of advocacy teach-ins. And like I said, tonight kicks off the first one. We're going to have many more. But as we kick off the first teach-in, let's talk about a little bit of the history of teach-ins. And to help us learn that history of teach-ins, I'm going to bring in none other than GirlTREK co-founder and president, Vanessa Renee, to tell us a little bit more about the history of teach-ins as a movement and as a GirlTREK movement. So Vanessa, are you there?
I'm here, Haley. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you for it feels like a very radical welcome these first couple of minutes of this teach-in. So wherever y'all are listening to this, walking, hopefully, I hope that you are feeling as inspired as I am. Thank you so much, Haley, for bringing me on to be able to give a little bit of quick information about the history of teach-ins. I'm actually coming into this call where I'm currently at, which is Aspen, Colorado, and I'm here for something called Aspen Ideas Health, where the leading kind of thinkers, doctors, clinicians, insurers, foundations, et cetera, around health have gathered to talk about innovation. And at the heart of all of those conversations is still the age-old question of how do they engage community? Where is the community? The community is necessary. And I feel so proud of GirlTREK that we have assembled a powerful community. So a little bit about the history of teach-ins, Haley, and I'll let y'all go. First of all, the history includes you. But I want to start this history by just uplifting a couple of women. Septima Clark, who started the citizenship schools, y'all. The citizenship schools really popularized a lot of the current organizing methods that many organizations, including GirlTREK, uses. I want to shout out Diane Nash, who at 22 years old led the Nashville sit-ins. Sit-ins are the foundation of teach-ins. I want to shout out Ella Baker. I want to shout out the first teach-in that ever happened, which was at the University of Michigan in 1965, about 3,000 people organizing around the Vietnam War. And I also then want to shout out GirlTREK, and I want to shout out the organizers, more than 10,000 who we have trained across this country using so many different methods, from city captains to city reps. And I specifically want to call into this history that in 2016, we brought together 10 young organizers to ask them to lead the future of this movement. And as part of those 10 young organizers, it was you, Haley, who was there. So this work that we are doing right now in this teach-in is powered by technology. I want to let everybody think about that for a moment, that our foremothers didn't have this platform of technology to organize. So think what's going to be powerful and possible now that we can come together to learn. We've been learning over the last couple of years at GirlTREK around our what you all need, what you want, how you want us to mobilize. We codified that strategy into the 10-point joy and justice agenda built by us, for the girls, by the girls, for GirlTREK women. So that's what we are organizing around today. And on this teach-in, Haley, I'm excited to learn about our demand of healthy bodies. I'm excited to learn from Black Women's Health Imperative around advocacy and how we can deepen our understanding of how we activate around this demand because of advocacy. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Just know that you are the Harriet of your community. You are walking in the footsteps of powerful, powerful women. And this is just the beginning of these type of forums that are going to be, I think, a game changer for how we organize in this movement.
Thank you, Vanessa. It's so important to ground us in that history. And I just feel very grateful to genuinely continue the legacy alongside so many powerful women who actually made change. And I feel very protective over it. So thank you for that mini rundown on the history of teach-ins. Before we invite our next guest, I'm going to just ground us in what We Want Healthy Bodies is. Tonight, we will be solving the problem side of GirlTREK's programming and bringing that to life. If you have been following GirlTREK for a while and paying attention to self-care school or just over the past few years, you have known that we have something called our Joy and Justice Agenda. It is a 10-point plan that will inspire our women to activate upon. The advocacy agenda is a result of walking and talking and learning about the issues that you all, us, our members, not only care about, but the issues that keep women, Black women in particular, from living healthy and free lives. So if you know demand number one, it is we want healthy bodies. And as you're walking wherever you are right now, I want you to just take a moment. As you walk, whisper, "We want healthy bodies" under your breath. What comes to mind when you hear the phrase healthy bodies? And as you walk, I want you to hold on to that. We want healthy bodies. What does that look like for you, for your family, for your community, for your state? I see some people in the chat saying, being on this earth as long as I can to enjoy my husband and her kidults for as long as I can. That's what healthy bodies looks like to her. All right. For GirlTREK, we have decided that we want healthy bodies means an immediate access to affordable and high quality healthcare for everyone. It includes preventative care, comprehensive reproductive care, traditional medicine, accesses to resources for substance abuse recovery, and ultimately treatment that respects self-determination. As I mentioned earlier at the beginning of this walk, we have a very special guest from our sisters at Black Women's Health Imperative. Shout out and let us know in the comments if you are a part of Black Women's Health Imperative and were sent the link and are joining us from that team. But Black Women's Health Imperative is directly aligned to GirlTREK's We Want Healthy Bodies demand. And to join us in our walk today, we have our sister, my new sister friend, Dr. Jeanne Epps from BWHI. And Dr. Epps, I'm going to read your bio because you're coming with receipts and I'm so grateful. Dr. Epps, who will lead our very first lesson in this advocacy teaching, is the interim executive vice president of programs and advocacy at BWHI. She leads strategic leadership over a national portfolio of programs that advance health equity for Black women and girls. Her areas of expertise include sexual and reproductive health, rights and justice, chronic disease prevention and management, and mental health and emotional wellness. As a proud 3-time graduate of Morgan State University, shout out to the Baltimore folks, Dr. Epps holds a Doctor of Public Health, a Master of Public Health, and a Bachelor of Science in Health Education. She also serves as an adjunct faculty in the Department of Public and Allied Health at Morgan State, where she prepares and mentors the next generation of public health professionals. She holds a nonprofit executive management certificate from Georgetown University and was recognized as a 2025 40 under 40 health leader by the National Minority Quality Forum for her leadership and impact in public health. Most recently, in 2026, she received a Distinguished Alumni Award from Morgan State's Department of Public and Allied Health. Welcome to the pavement, Dr. Epps. Go on and take it away.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Greetings. I first want to just thank GirlTREK and the team for just inviting the Black Women's Health Imperative and me to be represented this evening and to just be in this space for this advocacy teaching. It's always interesting when I hear my bio read back. I'm like, okay, girl, you've been doing it. And I've been doing it because the movement, the Black Women's Health movement, is deeply personal to me. And I've just been privileged to lead this work professionally. And I know that resonates with a lot of you on this evening, where some of the work that you're doing, it's because you're personally connected to it. And it's just a bonus that you get paid to do it. And so, what's not in my bio is that advocacy to me is deeply personal because it's how I found my voice and how I was able to uplift those things that were deeply personal to me through platforms that were available specifically through the Black Women's Health Imperative. But before I get into all of that, I just want to tell you a little bit about the Black Women's Health Imperative if you are not familiar. So, about 40 years ago, Black women from across the country came together to have honest conversations about their health and well-being on the campus of Spelman College. They talked about issues that were often ignored or overlooked because they were so focused on, their household, their partners, their families, that they really didn't have time to even think about themselves. And when they were even asked, how are they doing? Most of their responses centered around other people and not themselves. And so when these women came together on the campus of Spelman College, it was clear that Black women needed a space where their experiences were centered and where their health could be understood in its entirety. And out of that movement of what was expected to be a couple hundred women turned into 2,000 women coming together to create the National Black Women's Health Project, which we know today as the Black Women's Health Imperative. And today, with more than 40 years of impact, the Black Women's Health Imperative continues to be dedicated solely to the most critical health issues facing the nation's 21 million Black women and girls through innovative programs, transformative research, and life-saving policies. Our organization was founded by Billie Avery, who is an activist who has been recognized as the mother of the mothers of the reproductive justice movement, who is still deeply ingrained in ensuring that Black women know that they have personal power and use their personal power. And so that's the grounding that I'll be speaking with you all from this afternoon. And so when I think about advocacy and the issues that are most important, especially when I think about, we want healthy bodies, I immediately think about reproductive justice and cardiovascular health. And I know you're probably like, Dr. F, reproductive justice and cardiovascular health, how's that a connection to advocacy and what we need to do right now? And so I think when people hear reproductive justice, they immediately think about, pregnancy or abortion. But reproductive justice is much more broader than that. The reproductive justice framework was created by Black women who understood that health is more than individual choice. It's about whether people have the resources, opportunities, and support needed to make decisions about their lives and their bodies. So reproductive justice is the right to maintain bodily autonomy, the right to have children, the right not to have children, and the right to parent children in safe and sustainable communities. And at its core, reproductive justice is about self-determination. But the piece that folks seem to leave out when we think about reproductive justice and its connection to cardiovascular health is what has been the leading cause of death for Black women in this United States. We know that stress and other issues that raise cortisol levels for Black women put them at greater risk for cardiovascular issues. We think about conditions like hypertension during pregnancy, preeclampsia, that increases a woman's risk of future heart disease and stroke. We think about gestational diabetes, which can also increase someone's ability to have type 2 diabetes. We think about the likelihood of stroke. We think about the likelihood of heart attack, all those things that really shape healthy bodies. And something that we all can learn from the pulling together of Black women in 1983 is that we cannot look at these issues in silos. They are interconnected. You cannot talk about just, what's happening physically and mentally without looking at things holistically, because our health is shaped by much more than what happens in the doctor's office. It's shaped by what's happening in our communities, what we have access to, the policies that are being written that have not centered Black women and Black people, and our ability to make decisions about our bodies as well as our own choices. When I think about advocacy today, I find that a lot of people seem, a bit frustrated because they feel that they're not seeing the change that they want, or it's not immediate. But again, what we can learn from movements that have happened across nations and across generations is that when you have self-determination and when you have community and when you use your voice to uplift what is important to you, you'll start to share stories and see your interconnectedness with other individuals and see just how much your story and your experiences are that of others, and how when you pull those experiences together that you can create change, because it matters when Black women and Black people are healthy, their families are healthier. It's important to have strong communities. It's important to have future generations who can thrive and have greater opportunities. It's important to be able to address those barriers to healthcare access that lead to Black women not being able to access care or not being able to make the choices that they need. Because as a result, it's the systems as we connect with it that really allow us to know that coming together and advocating for issues and policies that deeply connect us is what will drive change. And so this is all important because advocacy is how we influence the policies, the programs, and the systems that impact our lives. Advocacy is how we honor the legacy of the Black women who came before us and create healthier futures for Black women and girls who will come after us. So I want to leave you all with this, that the women who started the Black Women's Health Movement understood that knowledge alone was not enough, that information had to become action, that stories had to become solutions. And I invite you all to download the Black Women's Health Imperatives Power Playbook. It's a health advocacy toolkit for Black women and girls. This toolkit was created to help you understand health advocacy, to help build your confidence as leaders, and to help you take meaningful action on the issues that impact our communities. When you download this toolkit, you'll find practical tools, advocacy strategies, and resources that can help you become an even stronger advocate for yourself, for your family, and for your community. So once you download it, I challenge you to read it, to share it with the people in your network, and to get ready to take action. So thank you all for having me this evening, and I can't wait to see you all in these advocacy streets.
Yes, Dr. Epps, thank you so much. Also, you have such a soothing voice,
Right.
um, and just really, really powerful tidbits that I'm so grateful that you shared. First of all, the history of Black women's health imperative and how one it, got transformed on a college campus at Spelman, and how just even your own personal testimony about hey, advocacy actually starts with us first, us learning about the issues that are important and learning for our stories to then be turned into solution. I'm so grateful for you for everything that the Black Women's Health Imperative is doing. If y'all have any questions for Dr. Epps, we have a few more minutes. If you have a specific question related to advocacy and policy, feel free to drop it in the chat and we'll take a couple minutes before we wrap up and answer one or two of those questions. But again, thank you, Dr. Epps, for sharing just a small takeaway, small but powerful takeaway of what Black Women's Health Imperative is doing and leading. And spreading to every single Black woman in this country. We're so grateful. But while we get a couple of questions coming in, and before we hop off and finish our 30-minute walk together, Dr. Epps, I have just a few rapid fire questions
Okay.
for you. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay. As you know, you're familiar with GirlTREK's Healthy Bodies demand in our 10-point joy and justice. And healthy bodies looks like, for GirlTREK, it looks like removing the barriers that increases inactivity and isolation and injustice. But I want you to fill in the blank for me. Healthy bodies feel like blank, and healthy communities require us to do blank.
Absolutely. Healthy bodies feel like autonomy.
Hmm.
Healthy communities require us to be engaged.
Mm. I love that. I love
Sweet and
that.
simple.
Sweet and simple. Autonomy and being engaged. That's good. That's good. And y'all, everyone in the comments, I want you to uh pause and reflect on that question for yourself as you walk as well. Healthy bodies feel like, and healthy communities require us to. Feel free to share that in the comments. All right, next question, because you know at GirlTREK, we always like to have some good music that reminds us and grounds us in the times that we're in. So, Dr. Epps, if you had to pick one song to represent your advocacy issue, what would it be?
Mm, it would have to be Solange, Future, and Lil Wayne, Mad.
Ooh, so good. So good.
'Cause
If
we got a
y'all
lot to be mad about.
got a lot to be mad about. Yes. Solange knows how to write a song. Solange knows how to write
Absolutely.
a song. So good. And we actually do have a lot to be upset about. And like sometimes that is the fuel that helps us to go out and speak up and do all the things that you shared earlier. Okay. Now I know we have a lot to be mad about. Last question for you, rapid fire question. As you know, along the lines of what you just shared, the current and social political landscape feels like it's on fire in our country. What's inspiring you to keep going with the work that you do and Black Women's Health Imperative?
Absolutely. I mean, it's quite literally life or death. Like I can't live my life without not being an active participant in this work because it deeply impacts me. I if we had more time, I could rattle off all the things that I've encountered that I literally see in my work. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, if I had not been doing this work, I don't know how I would have stayed sane in navigating, especially reproductive health issues, chronic diseases, all those things that I'm actively advocating for in terms of access and resources and tools and information. And I don't know if I would have been able to even navigate it in my personal life if I was not doing this work. So it's deeply connected.
So good. So good. Yeah. Thank you so much. I feel like the privilege of being connected to this work, whether you're working on staff for Black women's health organizations or volunteering with GirlTREK or volunteering with Black Women's Health Imperative or just an everyday Black woman, I think us staying connected to one another and staying hopeful and lifting each other up whenever like it's getting dark outside, or it has been dark. It feels darker every day, but we are truly the light that, like, as sisters, we can walk together, we can talk together, we can commit ourselves to solving the problems that are in our neighborhoods every single day. So, sisters, this was the fastest 30-minute walk ever. I feel like we need to do a part 2 or extend the walk next time. Next time. Any final words, Dr. Epps, before we let everyone go?
Just thank you all for having me, and, just always find ways to advocate, whether it's for yourself, whether it's for your sister friends, whether it's for the community. Just if you see organizations advocating for the issue that resonates with you, just volunteer and join them. We need your voices while we're in these rooms.
Yes, thank you. And there are a couple of questions, Dr. Epps. I'm going to share these with you post conversation that in the post email will answer a few of the questions that came through, some about youth caregivers, and a few more. And someone asked, how do I download the toolkit? It should be a link in the comments. However, we will send everything in the post email on how you can stay connected to GirlTREK and Black Women's Health Imperative. If you are in Atlanta, we have a special opportunity for you this Saturday, June 27th. We will be hosting a walk with Black Women's Health Imperative. So the fun continues. It doesn't just stop on this teach in, but yes, if you're in Atlanta, go to our GirlTREK Instagram. You will see all the details for the walk happening this Saturday. And then y'all are the exclusive bunch for GirlTREK's advocacy experience that we have here. The teach-ins are only the tip of the iceberg. Later this year and into 2027, we will be training women to become advocates and organizers in their communities. So stay tuned for GirlTREK's Joy and Justice Academy. We have an amazing team working on building up women to continue being change makers in their communities. So I'm so excited for the road ahead. Thank you all so much for joining us for this first teach-in. Thank you to Black Women's Health Imperative and Vanessa for joining us this evening. And if you haven't finished your walk, finish strong, ladies, and we will catch you on the next one.
Dancing together. We are dancing together.